So I found a simple trading rule that turned 80% of my losing trades into profitable winning trades almost overnight. I've traded this strategy live for over a year on stream, and every single month I traded it, it was profitable. To learn this, you're not going to need any complex indicators, expensive software, or years of market experience. You're just going to need to understand my proven method for distinguishing between momentum and corrective price action. In fact, it's this exact strategy that helped me make between $20,000 and $45,000 in profit on a monthly basis. So in this video, I will not only reveal to you what the simple rule is, but also show you a live example of how I've used it to then turn a position that should have lost into a profit of $880 in under 10 minutes. So before I show you how I did this live on stream, first you have to understand how I determine entries for my strategy. This is super simple, and all I'm looking for is a clear range formed on New York Stock Exchange Open, on the NASDAQ or NQ. It's basically just a break and retest in this 45-minute to 1 hour window. So I'm simply looking for the 5-minute to break above or below this range, and then the 5-minute candle to close above or below this range. We then enter as price retests the zone. And this is exactly how we trade on a day-to-day basis. However, sometimes there is a clear signal that this setup is going to fail. And live on stream, in this video I'm about to show you, I spotted it and I turned my losing trade into a winner, which we are able to do 80% of the time. Yeah, we're gonna get in. I'm in with half risk. So yeah, we're in now with lower risk, again, just purely because of the overextended nature of that particular entry, as well as, you know, obviously having the gap below is not ideal. Yeah, those of you who are in at break even, yeah. And most people hit take profit there. So as you can see in that live recording, instead of entering at the breakout zone that most would get involved in, we managed to read the market and then get in at a lower price. I'm about to show you the specific telltale signs that I used to determine that price was going to hunt the stop loss, and then allowed us to get in at a way better price and end up with a take profit, a winning trade instead of a losing trade. So price does one of either two things. When it's a regular textbook break and retest setup, price is generally going to return correctively to your breakout zone. And this means that it takes many candles to return to the zone, and price kind of struggles to get there, usually returning in more than 3 candles. And when this occurs, I will usually get into a trade immediately as price retests our support and resistance zone, as price has shown a clear momentum here and then trickled back slowly to collect the remaining orders left behind. And then buyers will start to step in again. Now, when price returns impulsively in one big fat candle towards the zone, this is a sign that your zone is not going to be respected. Your stop loss will get hit if you enter at the traditional zone where the breakout occurred. We need to wait for some more clues as to when price is going to turn around on us. You're going to notice that when price pushes with a big impulsive candle and it's going to return in roughly 1 or 2 5-minute candles, this gives me the indication that price will want to push to stop loss first and even beyond before giving us an entry that is going to actually work out to be a winning trade. So where do we end up entering when price impulses to our entry like that with serious momentum? And it's kind of like a falling knife, right? I don't enter immediately, obviously, and I wait for signs of reversal before entering a key zones below that traditional entry that we would usually look for if price was returning correctively. So let me show you how to spot the areas that you can look to get involved in trades and turn your losing trades into winning trades when you're trading break and retest. There are 2 different areas we can look for rejections at. This is zones of support and resistance that is beyond the stop loss of our normal breakout entry. You can also look to get involved at imbalances in the market beyond our original breakout entry as well. This allows us to get in when others have been stopped out already. And you'll notice that this entry is highly effective, as we're literally capitalizing on using other traders for liquidity. Once they're stopped out, we're now getting involved in those trades. But what does a rejection at these zones even look like? What am I talking about? So if you remember in the live video, a wick started to form in real time at an area of imbalance below our traditional trade entry. It started to look something like this. When it's coming to your entry with huge momentum like that with one big candle, you want to sit out and wait until you see a big rejection. So again, and I've been guilty of doing this a lot, getting in at that zone immediately, right? But that's going to kill you, especially if you're getting in when there's momentum pushing against your entry. The rejection forms as a wick showing us where price wants to really turn around. So if you're struggling to spot this and you're new to this, what I recommend is to drop to the 1 minute time frame. You can see it a lot clearer there. You can then look for a 1 minute candle rejecting the 5 minute support and resistance zone that is just beyond your stop loss, or the imbalance that is just beyond the stop loss of your normal breakout entry. And what you're going to notice is that if you use this framework, you're going to get a way better entry than everyone else, and your trade is going to hit take profit when it really should have hit stop loss when you took a traditional breakout entry. And this is all because you were able to get in after everyone else has hit stop loss. And that's really all I have to show you today. If you want to join my daily live streams and get access to my live analysis every single day, click the link in the description for my free Discord. Did I mention it's free to join? So click the link there and I'll see all of you on my daily live streams. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next video.